Hello and a warm welcome to the Federal. This is a special episode on the Indian Premier League. Today we have former IPL winner Swapnil Asnodkar. Welcome to the show, Swapnil. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Swapnil, this week IPL 2025 will begin in Kolkata. This is the 18th edition of the league. You are part of the Rajasthan Royals team that won the inaugural IPL in 2008. Looking back, could you share us those memories?
Obviously, this is a long time back. The inaugural year of the IPL. Obviously, we all know the kind of excitement what we had at that time, and I'm still sure it's growing bigger and better in the coming years. It has been a big brand for Indian cricket, and the kind of talent what we have produced over the years, we can just see the outcome. Well, IPL, what it was like before when it started off, all were excited. Nobody knew how big this will grow, but then eventually we have seen
Right.
it how bigger it has been growing for so long. It has been fantastic to look at it from day one till now.
For you personally, you had a very successful IPL in 2008, scoring 311 runs in 9 matches, including a half century on debut. So, what was your mantra playing T20 version? Because that time it was still new T20 cricket. What was your mantra, and how did a legend like Shane Warne leading the team help you?
Obviously, then Grant Smith, Watson, all they played a big role in my success because, as you said, I was more of a 4-day kind of a batsman, but allowing me to believe my instinct and my basics, and then helping me to get the better out of it was, I think, big role was played by these three and the other teammates, which gave me the confidence to understand this format and make sure I watch the ball and be in a good position to hit it. So that was the whole and soul mantra to give a good start for the team. Obviously, our head coach, Mr. Darren Barry, at that time, he was the person instrumental in getting everything going.
Do you recall your first meeting with Shane Warne? Could you tell us how was it?
Yeah, it was back in Jaipur. We had a short camp, and we had been called over there to just introduce ourselves to Voni before the main camp started. So, obviously, the moment I told him that I'm from Goa, he was very happy. It's like the land of beaches. That's what he said in response. And obviously, he had been to Goa before playing for Australia against India. So, hopefully, he must be having some fond memories way back. And so he was happy, and the connection just happened. It was really nice of him to spot a young talent like me and make sure to give opportunities, which actually helped me to make a big name for myself and for the state of Goa.
And it was unfortunate that we don't have Wani with us. Unfortunate passing away of him. Do you miss him like in every walk of your life? Not only cricket, or advice he gave you, the way he mentored you.
Yeah, of course, because Vani was full of life. It was not just about cricket. It was how you keep yourself happy or how you enjoy your life. So obviously, in day to day, whenever you feel happiness, it was you can just relate it in some or the other way to Vani because he used to always keep saying, no matter what happens, just find a way to make sure you enjoy your life or get the best out of it. So whenever in any tense situation or any situation for that matter, I always make sure I remember his words because he was the guy who never gave up and he always used to tell us in the dressing room also, no matter what situation you are in, no matter how difficult it is, always keep yourself cool and try to find a way so that you actually happen to find a way and go ahead rather than just grieving about it and get stuck to one situation.
And he did visit your house as well, right, in Goa.
Yeah, we had a break of 5 days during that season, and it was an option given to all the players to go back home, so that we could meet our families. And fortunately for me, Rajasthan Royals had planned a trip to Goa, so it was a welcome thing for me, going to my hometown, and we were staying in a hotel over there. And one fine evening, I just popped a question to Wani if it'd be great if you guys can visit my house. I never expected him to just accept it without any delay. So he said, "Yeah, sure," but he only made one thing, just asked me to make sure there is not much crowd over there, so that let it be a very private kind of visit where they can just come visit my family and go back. So it was a fantastic moment for me and my entire family to have them home.
Of course, you have a lot of memories meeting and interacting and playing with Shane Warne. Is there any one particular one or two memories which you would like to share with us? Fondest memories of Shane Warne?
So as I said, Wani always kept life very happening and all that stuff. The first time when I met Wani, obviously, and after the first few games, that time there used to be a trend like post match there used to be a party of the team,
IPL post
both the teams,
match
yeah,
parties, yeah.
IPL post match parties. And next day, if we happen to have a session or anything, it was really amazing to see such a legend being the first man to be in the bus, despite of being late night also for the parties. He used to be there for the parties, but next morning it was all about business for him. He never used to he might be seen, he was seen as a very much flamboyant and all that kind of person, but he was very very disciplined. That actually was something superb and amazing for a person like me who is a youngster who used to watch him, despite of enjoying his life, at the same time he was disciplined. He never made he always made sure he was on time. In fact, before time, before we could enter the bus, he was already there in the bus. He was like the first one to enter the ground and last one to go back. So these are the qualities obviously which I happen to pick up from such a big legend, because it was as I started growing, I also could relate. If you want to grow bigger in life, there are certain things which you have to accept and stick to it. Like especially discipline. Discipline is something which you can't can't cross that border. You have to keep it no matter what you do in daily life.
And talking about other legends, you opened with former South African captain Graham Smith as well, and India batting legend Rahul Dravid. So, how was that experience opening with these legends and also facing some of the greats of the game like Glenn McGrath and others, bowling wise?
So IPL definitely has given the biggest platform, not just for me, but most of the players. Obviously, to this in this tournament, you tend to get the best of the bowlers in the world and face them, whom you have never faced in the past. So obviously, the inputs from such big players, especially Smith in that year, 2008, because I was totally new and I had no clue how to go about it, because facing the likes of Umar Gul or maybe other fast bowlers. It was not that easy, and straight away, it was not that easy because I had not faced much 140 kilometers bowler. So the kind of inputs what he gave, it was just to believe in yourself and make sure you keep it very simple. Watch the ball and try to just be in that position where you can express yourself in the best possible way rather than overthinking about it. The ultimate aim was to watch the ball as closely as possible. That would sort half of the battle. So this is what he used to always keep telling me, and I tried to follow that, and actually helped me, because facing Tanvir also in the nets was not that easy. But
Right.
then eventually, this kind of advice helped me, because I went to go and play with the greatest of all, like obviously Glenn McGrath, all big names. You can just
Right.
name them, and they were there to bowl. And it was really fantastic to have such a partner beside me. Obviously, Rahul Bhai has been a great inspiration now to all of us. I was fortunate enough to be a part of the Duleep Trophy team when Rahul Bhai was there. So obviously, we knew each other a bit. Then this kind of things actually help, and these legends obviously they make sure they calm down all the youngsters and back us in a good way so that we can just go out and express ourselves.
And you were one of the players right from the beginning. You played like how T20 cricket should be played. Looking back from 2008 to till now, like 18, this is the 18th year. What do you think has changed in the approach of batters? Like we see now 200, 250. Maybe we'll see a day where 300 is also scored. So, did you expect these things to happen when you started?
Not really, not really. But then I think now it's getting into too much perfectionist kind of thing where
But
batters
sorry,
have
sorry to interrupt. I ask you because you are a batting coach as well now. So from that
yeah.
perspective, as a player and now as a coach, so how do you look at these things?
Yeah, as you said, earlier it was not that much because we didn't knew much about it, what kind of total or how you would go about it. There were certain plans like to try to get 50 runs in the first 6 overs and all that stuff. But now, looking at the kind of caliber what the batters are having, especially this format, have made batters believe they can be certain for one kind of format. And now looking, as you said, 250, 260 looks like on par, not any more big score to go on to win the match. But now, if you go to see, I think in this IPL, I'm sure there will be teams chasing 300 also. So it looks like the batters are more about they are more practicing about hitting those big shots every now and then in their day-to-day affairs. I feel as compared to what it was before. Before it was trying to hit maybe one or two big shots and then trying to grind ones and twos. But now, if you go to see eventually in this format, there's been like a lot of hits, maybe three or four sixes in an over. This is what the
Right.
batters are trying to now. So yeah, as I said, maybe 300 chasing 300 would be something exciting in the coming IPL.
Personally, how satisfied are you with your IPL career? Because you played only 4 years. Do you think you could have played for long as well? Did you get enough chances after that initial phase? Like after 4 years, you did not get a franchise, and any regrets are there in your IPL career?
Yeah, obviously, I thought I could have went on to play few more season. I had some injuries in South Africa actually that reduced my chances. I couldn't get the best of the outings in South Africa, and as I said, injuries actually pulled me back. But then it's see whatever is there in the destiny happens. I am not to no point. As I said, Avani always used to say, find a way. Obviously, now being into cricket circuit, that is itself is a big thing for me. And now I am the role or the responsibility is more on me being a batting coach or a head coach for any state team. So this actually helps me to tell the players also no matter what you do, just go out there and express yourself in the best possible way so that you can don't you don't have to regret in life in once you go ahead, and you don't have to keep thinking about what you could have done before rather than what you can do now or in the future. So be positive and just go and enjoy. That's what I can say.
So now also, does your heart beat always for Rajasthan Royals? And this year, Rahul Dravid is back as coach. What are your thoughts? Because since 2008, that was the only title. Do you think Rajasthan has good chances this year of winning the title?
Yeah, RR has been doing well actually. If you go to see, and obviously that franchisee has a big part in my heart because that was the one which actually recognized me and gave me that opportunity. So my heart will always root for RR, and I'm sure going into the this season they have a good balance side, and I feel if things go well, and obviously Rahul Bhai is there, Vikram Bhai is there, so obviously they'll play a big role in the shaping the boys, and I wish them all the best in the coming season.
And personally, you have been watching IPL for so many years, and well, as we all know, MS Dhoni is a legend of the game, be it for India or the Chennai Super Kings. How has been your interactions with Dhoni? What are brief interactions, or during IPL, or maybe other cricket matches? Could you tell us?
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to meet MSD, especially during the IPL time. Because Shadab Jakati used to be a part of CSK at the time, and he couple of time I had to happened to be with Jakati and met Dhoni. So all I felt after meeting him, he was a very cool, calm kind of guy. What he is on the field, and he always used to ask me one question. I met him almost 5 to 6 times, and he always used to ask me how is the atmosphere what Vani creates has in the dressing room. And
Okay.
obviously, Vani had that one thing in dressing room, consistent was keeping a good atmosphere. And he always used to ask me that, and I used to tell obviously Vani keeps the dressing room very lively and happy. So he used to be like, yes, that's the most important ingredient for any team, to have the dressing room atmosphere really good, so that the best comes out from all the players.
Swapnil, one last question. You are a batting coach now. You're with Nagaland. Do we see you, or do you aspire to be a batting coach or any coaching role in any IPL franchise going forward?
Of course, because obviously, as a I still feel I have lots to give to the game. This has just been a journey, where I've started now for the past 6 years. I've been coaching. Last year was with Nagaland. So obviously, in the coming years, I'm seeing myself to be part of some of the other franchising, and contribute in a good way to make sure I have the batters to get the best out of them, and have the franchising to go on to win the title.
And before I let you go, do you want to give any message to your Rajasthan Royals team for this season?
As I said, we wishing them all the best. Go well, go hard, play hard. As we always say, halla bol. That has been the mantra from the RR squad from day one. Obviously, I'm wishing them all the best, and I'm sure a lot of cannons are going to be blasted this season too. Thank you,
Thanks a lot, Swapnil.
thank you very much for having me.